Hey, we have a little treat for you guys. I know you guys been waiting on this one for sure. Jose and I, mainly Jose, is gonna be reviewing the Certified Lover Boy album by Drake, as well as Donda's Kanye West's Donda album. So we're pumped to review these. We gave a little first impression a couple weeks back when they first came out, right? So now we're gonna sit down and like fully like kind of dive a little deeper, critique it a little more. Now that we've had time to listen through each album like multiple times through, so yeah, I'm fucking pumped. Let's do it.
I think this one. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this one. We're probably gonna separate it. I think that's the best thing. Is that what we discussed? We want to do one full hour of Certified Lover Boy, one full hour of Donda. So we'll probably separate it. So this will probably be the Certified Lover Boy episode. But yeah, man, what's going on, Real Relay fam? Regardless of what you think of the brand or what you think of the name, it's known that I'm a huge Drake fan. And my DMs and my text messages have been super flooded of what I think about this album. Barber's going to have the track listing on his side and everything like that. He's going to be vibing. He's excited. We're all excited. And I'm going to give you guys what I think about this album off the rip. I've heard a lot of impressions. I've heard a lot of things being said. I heard a lot of things back and forth. And I'm going to rate it as myself, me, my own thoughts, my own opinions, regardless of anything else, and what I think. Whether y'all agree with it or not, this is what I am, coming from a big Drake fan. And don't forget, I'm a big Kanye fan as well, too, both of them. So I don't want to hear no bullshit that I'm not this and I'm not that. I'm both, you know what I mean? Granted, I like, obviously Drake's my favorite, but people forget I was a big Kanye fan before Drake. So I'm going to rate this in what I feel, regardless of what everybody else thinks. So, yes, sir. Get me teed up. It's gonna be me, you. When I say me, you, I'm talking to the fan. Whoever's listening right now, like y'all know this. You motherfuckers gonna be listening to this. This is what y'all really want. We're gonna give it to you right now. You already know. You locked in for like an hour. Real Relay and me. Enjoy that shit. Get some coffee. Get a drink. Get some champagne. Pop that shit. Let's listen. Let's go. First song, Barbara. What you got?
Yeah. So Certified Lover Boy, Drake. We start off with Champagne Poetry.
Champagne Poetry, man. Listen. Not his best intro. Not his best intro. The sample's crazy. The sample's nice. But I like Tuscan Leather a lot better.
I honestly, I would say it's kind of on par with Tuscan Leather for an intro.
I think it's good. It's just, don't get me wrong. And a lot of what I'm going to say, I might be a little hard on Drake. I might be a little hard on the industry. But it's because I have such a high standard for him. You know what I mean? And I thought it was great. It was like, what, 5 minutes long? Something like that?
5:36.
5:36. It's a long-ass intro, and it goes nice. The intro is smooth. It just, for me, it didn't have a lot of replay value for myself, personally. The sample is sick. The production on this whole album is crazy. But for me, the intro didn't slap like Tuscan Leather. You had 3 beat swaps in Tuscan Leather. You have a couple beat swaps in here as well, too, switch-ups. But it just, for some reason, it just didn't. I like the name, too, Champagne Poetry. Like, I like it. He's wavy. But it just didn't hit like Tuscan Leather did for me. And I know everyone's like, oh, I'm already comparing the album to other albums. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna review this album. I'm gonna say this is the bar. Nothing was the same. The bar. Take Care is the bar, and that's what I'm gonna compare it to. Solid song, good song. I just don't think it had a lot of replay value for me. And like an intro to me is important. Meek Mill, Dream Chasers, and Dreams Worth More Than Money. Like Dreams and Nightmare. Like that shit is crazy. But it doesn't make or break the album. It's okay. The intros and the outro don't make it break for me. But for Drake's, intros aren't really the craziest and most important thing. It's more the outro. But we'll get into that later. So decent song. Champagne Poetry was dope. Good sample. Good shit. Keep going. Next one. What you got?
Cool. Poppy's Home.
Poppy's Home is a fucking banger. This shit is fucking gas, bro. Like, it gets a little annoying with the Nicki shit at the end where she's like,
you all my sons.
You all my son. But this motherfucker's just talking his shit on this one. You know what I mean? He's like, he's back. He's at the top. He don't know no one else at the top because he's really at the top and he don't see nobody else there. Great song. I felt like Drake's second songs always do better than the intro sometimes. You know what I mean? And this was one of those exact examples, and Poppy's Home was fucking banging. That shit was fire. At first, I was kind of like, when I first listened to this album, I was like, damn, bars.
A lot of bars on this album.
Bars.
Sure.
I'm like, but some of the bars in this shit, just longevity wise, I don't know how they're gonna age super well. I don't know the replay value on some of these bars. Those are gonna be for the core Drake fans, or people just want bars and shit like that. And I want bars from Drake, but I also want some of that melodic shit in there as well too. You know, I want to rap it in. This song kind of had that. I had that. Daddy's home. You know, like I fucked with that. I was like, okay, you know, and he was talking this braggadocious shit. So it was a nice warm up. It was a nice heater, you know?
Yeah, I think it really like teed up like the next song, which is that melodic shit that you want. Girls want girls. What you think about that? Yeah, sip that water.
This song fucking gas. This song is fucking gas, bro. Like, I like, bro. Mind you, when I listened to this album for the first time, I was high as shit. But like this shit was like, girls. What is it? Pull up the exact lyrics. I want to make sure I don't mess it up. Girls like, girls like?
She said something lesbian, me too.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. She said she a lesbian. I said me too. And everybody's clowning him for that shit. You know what I mean? Everyone's clowning him like, yo. But like that's the standout bar. You know what I mean? Dude, this fucking song with Lil Baby too, man. It was just a song.
My girl got a girlfriend.
Yeah, he's doing all the verses today.
Lil Baby came in and was like,
yeah. Oh my god. She said she loved eating pussy. I said me too. Dude, this shit had me dying. And that's what the fucking album is about, man. It's about jokes. It's about Drake being fully vulnerable and just fucking around. That's all he cares about. Like, he knows he's at the top. He knows he's making money. At the time of this recording, he sold, his first week was, 600,000? That's like the biggest first week out of any artist in a fucking minute, bro. Tell me another artist that's doing numbers like that. Numbers on everything. But, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You know what I mean? And he just did 600,000, bro. His shit went gold first week. That's nice. In an era of COVID, that's fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? Compared to Kanye, he did, I think, 500. You know what I mean? So, like, that's crazy. But this song with Lil Baby, solid. I thought Lil Baby's performance could have been a little better. I thought the song was a nice, chill, slow. Because he goes banger with champagne poetry. Bars with Poppy's Home. And then he kind of slows it down a little bit with with that girl song with Lil Baby. And I was like, okay, girls like girls. I was like, all right, I fuck with this shit. Nice little slow song, but solid song, bro.
Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed that one a lot too.
It grew on me. A lot of the songs grew on me like later on, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, so that's when you say that. So I think Donda grew on me more as I listened to it.
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
But this album definitely took a little bit for me to like digest too. But the next song we got is In the Bible, which doesn't really like stick out to me too much.
It doesn't, but I feel like it's just an addition to the Girls Like Girls song. Like it's just like his flow on this one is like kind of weird with Lil Durk, man. He's just like, and then he goes hop, he goes, and Durk's voice is okay. I mean, again, I'm expecting a lot from Lil Baby and Lil Durk after the run they just fucking had. So these verses, I was like, okay, these are okay, but I really appreciate the slow type of vibe. These two songs are gonna be songs you listen to in the winter when y'all going through cuffing season and y'all going through that fucking winter depression here in the Northeast. Watch, this shit gonna age nice. It's just a little vibe song. And Lil Durk came in and did his thing, and I really fucked with it. Who else was on that song as well too?
Giveon.
Oh, dude, at the end, dude, he just like wraps it up real nicely. At first, I don't know. Sometimes he's on that song with Justin Bieber too, and I was like, damn, he's really getting his fucking flow. And he did that other Chicago freestyle song with Drake as well too. So he's doing his thing. I like him. He's doing his thing. I fuck with him. And the songs were just a little long for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, each song is like 4+ minutes.
Yeah,
3+ minutes.
That was a big thing I had was very, very long on some of these songs. He could have cut the album by a good amount. But overall, decent song. Nothing by this point of me listening to it, nothing has really blown me out the water besides the bars on the first two songs. Then these two slower songs come in, and I'm like, okay, like I'm warming up. Okay, he's warming up, and I was like, okay, I fuck with this. Nothing super bad, but nothing super great. You know what I mean? So let's go to the next one.
Love All. Which also doesn't stick out to me.
But give me the Love All with Jay-Z, right?
Love All with Jay-Z, yeah.
Love All with Jay-Z, yeah. Just yeah, this one, again, this was a leak, you know what I mean? And this one, again, was a nice melodic, like, tone and shit like that I was, like, vibing with. It didn't really stick out. Jay-Z's verse wasn't that great. And I don't know what's going on with Drake and Jay-Z, but I feel like they haven't had a good verse since, like, Thank Me Later, like that Light Up song. Yeah. You know what I mean? The chemistry has been, I feel like Jay-Z just...
What was the track that Jay-Z got on and Nothing Was the Same with Drake?
Oh, my bad. Excuse me. You're right. Pound Cake. That shit was fucking gas.
That was
he hasn't had a good song with Jay-Z since that. Because that song was fucking... That's what I'm saying. This one was okay. This one was okay. I mean, like I said, I wasn't like super, super crazy about it and shit like that. Actually, let me play like 2 seconds of it right now. You got it on Spotify?
Of what?
Love All real quick.
Love All?
I want to hear this shit real quick.
See. 1 second.
This is like. Previously on Ready to Die. Oh, a lot of these songs were leaks too, man. Like I was just like, oh shit. Again, another chill song.
It's got that same slow vibe.
It's got that same like girls and in the. Yeah, a lot of these songs were leaks too. Like I remember. Let's copyright. But fuck it, we won't play it anyway. But yeah, a lot. Like a nice, these 3 songs, like the first 2 songs were nice little like boom, boom, intro bars. These next 3 songs were like boom, 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 slow and vibes and shit like that. And it's really Drake kind of being safe, but also just kind of like vibing and shit like that. He hasn't really blown me out the water super crazy with these songs. And the features have been decent as well too. Again, nothing crazy. So I'm like waiting for this shit to kick in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a big problem I had. I was like very long and waiting for Drake to really hit me with that you know what I mean? But the Jay-Z verse, you know, but go to the next one.
The next one is probably my favorite song on the album, Fair Trade.
Oh, yeah, with Travis Scott on it. With Travis Scott. I think you could have taken Travis Scott out of this and made it a lot better.
You think so?
That's my opinion. Again, I'm going in this with like my own opinions, and I don't care what fucking C-Pal thinks. He can suck my ass.
Travis Scott had a better feature on Praise God on Donda than this.
That's facts. That is facts. Yes. And after that performance of Travis Scott, I expected nothing but heat from here right here. And I really didn't get it from Travis Scott. I feel like he just put him on for like the name because they're boys. I felt like Kanye, and I don't want to get into that because we're going to review Donda too. Kanye did a better job of bringing people into the limelight and making people go give it their all. While everyone I feel like was Certified Lover Boy, they like Drake's friends. So they were just like much more chill with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I was like, okay, that's fine. Like that's whatever. This Travis Scott song, you could have cut the verse out. Had Drake on there, made it shorter. Nice there. You know, fair trade. I've been losing friends and finding peace. That's a fair trade of me. You know, I fuck with that. He's got some nice bars. But the problem is with me, with this album, I've heard like 10 of the songs that were on this shit before it dropped. And like I've already overplayed it. So that little like, oh, I remember this song, this shit's fire, isn't really sticking for me because I heard it. And that's my own fault, you know, because I listened to the leaks. But overall, the song is good.
Yeah, and I think my favorite, like 16 from this song was when he's like, "Mama used to be on disability and gave me disability."
Yeah, like he's like I like this one because he goes like first song, second song, then 3 like chill songs, and then he kind of ups it up with Travis Scott on this one. He's kind of coming back a little bit. This to me is when he's like really hype. He's getting into his element right now. He's warming it up. He showed you he got bars. He showed you he can be slow. He showed you he can be a little melodic. You know what I mean? Now he's coming back with it. But the problem is what people have a lot with Drake right now is the problem is that it just sounds safe. Nothing sounds like super like crazy or different. And that's a problem with the album is that it seems very safe. You know what I mean? Where I really wanted him to go dummy crazy on it. But overall, decent song. Could have cut Travis out. Would have been better. Boom. But Travis Scott had a decent feature. But it's whatever.
Way Too Sexy. Like funniest song on the album. Funniest song on the album. Music video was hilarious.
Music video was fucking hilarious. If you don't like this song, you're just a fucking weenie and you don't get it. That's it. It's a fun meme song. Everyone's like calling me, this song is fucking trash. This song is this and that. It's like, you don't get it.
You gotta take it for what it is.
You gotta take, y'all think Drake is gonna give you 15 God's plans. Y'all want 15 started from the bottoms. Y'all want 15
That's
fucking,
hilarious.
Y'all want 15 hold on, we're going homes. People forget that people hated on Drake for all his albums. You motherfuckers didn't like Take Care. You motherfuckers still haven't listened to Nothing Was the Same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all favorite album is Views. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking serious? Name me fucking 8 songs off of Views. You can't do it. Boom. You can't. I can name you every song off Nothing Was the Same and Take Care, though. You know what I mean? But hold on. Scorpion had fucking God's Plan. Don't get me wrong. Views had Controller on one dance. He had the high highs. But this album is consistent. He not giving you fucking Controller and then a bunch of shitty songs after. Well, for, you know, Drake standard, you know? But overall, Way Too Sexy, man. It's showing what the album really is. It's a meme. It's a joke. He's cool with making fun of himself and being chill about it. He's making fun of himself, knowing that in the back end, he's fucking rich. He's made it. He's got mad bitches, and he doesn't give a fuck about what you think. And that's what I appreciate Drake for. He's so fucking secure with himself. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Granted, you know, he's got a problem with some shit behind the scenes, but for the most part, Look at the video. He's on the fucking beach with his tummy out.
Yeah.
They're making, I'm saying I'm way too sexy. The fucking sample way too sexy. Like, it's a joke. And I really, if you take it for what it is, like just a joke, and you just vibe with it and have a good time, that's all fucking matters.
I thought Kawhi's appearance
with the sands and everything, like, bro, like, yo.
That's so funny.
I'm going to tell my son that's
especially because Kawhi.
Yeah, bro, that's just so funny. Like, that's what it is. That's what Certified is supposed to be. It's just, like, look at Laugh Now, Cry Later. You know what I mean? Granted, they didn't make the album, but, like, that's what it's, that song was, again, him making fun of himself, but also flexing at the same time. Because he's secure with himself, because he's good. You know what I mean? That's all. But this song, listen, I'll tell you this right now. Say what you want to say to whoever is fucking listening to this shit, but I was in the club in Boston, and that shit was a fucking movie. I was at Encore, at Memoir. They played this shit. Everybody went crazy. If you don't like this fucking song, that's cool, but you just got a fucking stick in your ass, and that's a fucking fact. Boom.
Bam. TSU.
I will say with this song, though, they could have cut Young Thug out. They could have cut him out. Would have been better. They could have shortened it. It would have been better. And that's a problem with a lot of these songs. They could have done that. It would have been a lot better. You could have put Uzi, because I saw there's like a remix. They took out Young Thug and they put Uzi, and that shit sound fire. They should have done that. Drake should have done that. But go ahead.
Okay, TSU. And so just to give you guys some context, I think Jose played me this song beforehand, like before the album even dropped. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then this album came out, and when I got to TSU, I was like, this sounds like that song Jose played me.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Like,
it's good. I just don't like the whole fucking intro shit.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, we in Houston. Yeah. I'm like, bro, again, longevity. Nobody wants to fucking hear this shit. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear this shit. We're trying to play this and boom, get into it. Not a fucking minute-long intro, some dude fucking slurring all that. I'm new school. I don't know every fucking person in the game. I don't get every like little cameo and hint that he's putting in here. I represent the average consumer. You know what I mean? So I wanted it to just go in, but the song bangs. The song fucking bangs. Her mama is not around. I make it rain in this bitch. I make it snow in this bitch. And I was just like, bro, that shit is hilarious. Like, he's just fucking with you guys. Yeah. Like, he doesn't give a fuck, dude. It's such a nice melodic shit. Yeah. And I really don't think, we're like 2 weeks in. I really don't think people have listened to this album. I think people went in and they thought that was like, yo, this is going to be like 10 started from the bottoms, 15 God's plans, and a bunch of hold on, we're going homes. And they haven't digested it yet. And that's okay. And that's perfectly cool for y'all listening at home. That's okay. Ain't nobody going to judge you. You don't have a stick up your ass. Even though I said that earlier. I'm just kidding. I love you, Real Relate fam. However, listen to this album. And listen to this album. You want to know why I said listen to this album? What's the next song you about to bring up right now?
And Too Deep.
Listen to this album. I'm going to say it again.
Did you say this is your favorite song on this album?
Listen to this. This my favorite. This is probably one of my favorite songs on this album. I'm in too deep. Whoa. I'm in too deep. Whoa. Pop that shit. That shit is crazy, bro.
Pop that shit.
But it sucks that you have to wait 2.5 minutes to get to this shit. I was like, why did he put this gem at the end of the song? You know what I mean? And then Future comes in like a demon. She on demon time. She ain't get no sleep. I was like, That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on. Damn it. But the beginning, he's like, he's singing, he's being melodic, he's vibing. And then he just comes out and just, boom, pop that shit. Like, yo, going crazy. I really love this song. I won't admit, though, I skip sometimes the first half of it and just get to the end. You know what I mean? I wish, that's the problem with this album, too, is like, there's a lot of songs within songs. And I'm like, bro, just cut the fucking half in the beginning and just give us the fucking heater or just split them up. And then cut whatever you don't like. Cut the fat. A lot of this album could have been cut the fat, which is a lot of problem on DONDA album too.
Yes,
but
I agree.
But this is one of my favorite songs, bro, for sure.
Okay, cool. Pipe Down. This one I feel like doesn't stick out to me.
It doesn't really stick out, but I love it. How much I gotta give you to pipe down? Like, he's I don't know what demon juice this motherfucker is on, boy. He's ready to pay some bills and tell some girls to keep it quiet. You know what I mean? Like, you little demon, you little, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, again, not one that like really kind of stuck out to me. And guys, mind you, like, I've listened to this shit a lot, and I'm still learning. I don't know every fucking feature. I'm trying to figure out the producers and the cameos, and I'm still fucking doing it along, too. I represent the average consumer. But this was another one that I really didn't like. I don't know. I don't really listen to it a lot. And that's just me going off the rip, going off my heart. You know what I'm saying?
I usually just skip past, like, after N Too Deep, I skip Pipe Down and Yeba's Heartbreak, and I go to No Friends in the Industry.
Yeah, Yeba's Heartbreak?
I feel like Yeba's Heartbreak was it's an interlude.
It's a little interlude. It's a little vibe. I fuck with it. Cool. Put a new artist on like that. It was cool. But nothing I'm gonna listen to.
Right.
Being straightforward, you know.
Cool. No friends in the industry?
No friends in the industry. You got no kin. That's a fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whoo, man, that shit hard, bro.
That was one of like the harder songs on the album.
Yeah, he finally brought it back. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, okay, boom. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. This right now, I feel like he used like the first half of the whole album to like warm up, and then finally gave us this fucking song. I was like, oh, they just used it for like the NFL. Connor Henningsen just like sent me like a trailer for like the NFL or Sports Center, and they used this song.
Yeah, because it's hype, bro. He brings the energy on this song.
Like, I don't think it was like his best song or anything like that, but it was just a hype song. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna remember this song. This is Drake's top 10 discography. Like, oh no, it's a regular like hype Drake song. But like compared to what we just got after Yeba's Heartbreak and like
it's a good way to kick the second half of the album off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's I mean, you said it right there. You hit it right there. So what's the next song?
The next one is Knife Talk, which
I gotta feed the streets. Yeah.
Which Project for another like dark, like trappy hype song. I like this a lot.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on.
Yeah.
That shit went
bang, bro. 21 on this, like good.
I want everything. Woo!
Good feature on 21 on this. Like,
bro, and like 21 be hit and miss. He's a great artist, but sometimes he be hit and missing, man.
Yeah.
And like, but this one, at first, I was kind of like, Scraggy? Like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I'm kind of like, it's a little weird. Like, what the fuck? It like really didn't really fit the rest of the vibe of the album.
Yeah,
you know
it was
I mean?
like a very dark, like eerie song. But like, I fucked with it because it switched it up.
He's like, I want her and her and her. I call up do the for sure. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, there's no vibes on this album. It's trash, right? This album's garbage. There's no vibes on this album at all. You know what I mean? Enjoy it for what it's worth. You know, everyone's out here thinking like this album's gonna be his fucking magnum opus or some shit like that. Like it's gonna be the best thing in the fucking world.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
Like I'm like, bro, like just vibe. Like y'all, this album wasn't really made for like the regular folk.
Views was.
If you want regular, you want that commercial shit, go listen to Views. Go listen to like something else, because this shit ain't for y'all. You know what I mean? And y'all forget, Drake be aging like wine, bro. Give it some time. That shit will be nice. You know what I mean? Relax. But that song was with Project Pat. Like he put that shit on with Project Pat and it was 21, and I'm like, okay. And then he came, and then like they did his verse. Project Pat did his verse for like a little bit. I was like, okay, this is solid. And then 21 went in, and then Drake went in. Then 21 went back in, and then Drake went back in for another verse. I'm like, I'm like, damn.
They were
I'm
like bouncing off each other.
Yeah, I'm like, sheesh. I fucked with this song, bro. That knife talk, that you know, that grr, you know. I was just like, nice. I like Drake's versatility on this shit. Granted, he's being safe, but there are some high moments where he does come out and he does pop off, and I really fucking respected that. But the album right now, to me, is still decent. You know what I mean? Because if everybody knows me, I love Drake for what he is, but it's the slow shit that I really like Drake. That like,
because you a softie.
Because I'm a soft ass motherfucker, bro. Because I'm a fucking demon. Know that. Tell your mama. What song is next?
7 a.m. on Bridal Path, which isn't this like a diss to Kanye?
Yeah, it's like a diss to Kanye. And here's my big thing with that. It's a fucking banging song, and he really does shit on Kanye. But if everyone knows Drake, you know he'd be doing this 9 a.m. in Dallas, 5 a.m. in Toronto type shit. This isn't a song you put on the album. And this is not a song you usually put on the album. And if you do put on the album, you put it at the end of the album. You don't put it midway through. You know what I mean? Which I was a little disappointed with the placement. Overall, fire song, great bars. Drake right here is going bar. He's bringing that first half of the album with the first two songs into this shit, and he's really just going, and it's solid. Like the beat is consistent. He's going consistent. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's really rapping for like 5 minutes. Like you can't tell me Drake can't rap after this.
Yeah,
he raps 100%. He goes in. He might not be the best. He might not be Cole. He might not be Kendrick, Baby Keem. But
which that album we gotta review. Ooh,
I gotta listen to it again.
I have to listen to it.
I listened to it over the. Damn, that shit's nice too. But like this album, like this song is like good. It's a great song, and I just feel like though it's long. It's like by the time I get to this point of the album, I'm like, damn, it's just so fucking long. And he's rapping, and I go, I get it. You can rap. You don't like Kanye, I understand. But it's not a type of song you put on the album. This is a song you put on like a EP or like a short little couple. This is what he does. He puts like 9 a.m. in Dallas, like 5 a.m. in Toronto. He puts that shit like a loosey gooseys on like SoundCloud and shit like that. He's put a couple of them like 30 for 30, some of them a couple mixtapes, but like I'm not a big fan when he puts it on the album because I feel like he's directing it towards someone, and clearly he was toward Kanye. And I don't want that negative Kanye shit on here. Do some subliminals, but don't make it all about him.
Yeah, because didn't they release Betrayal like the day after Donda came out?